once again, risking our lives just to bring you guys the best content on YouTube. What's up and welcome back, everybody. In today's shipment, we're going to be unboxing 8 King Cobras. But not only 8 King Cobras, we have spitty cobra morphs in here that are some of the world's first. We have all kinds of other reptiles. Tell me a little bit about what we got inside this box.
Alright, so this is my Indonesian shipment, guys. You never know what you're getting from Indonesia. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. We've got bolins, we've got... Actually, no, let's just get into it. There's rare snakes in these boxes, and some you've never seen before.
Let's go, baby. Let's take off this lid, and let's jump right into it.
So this is a non-venomous box. And guys, check this out. It's gonna be different than the European shipment. If you've watched my channel, you would have seen an Indo shipment before. They come in bags.
So this right here is an Arfok.
Arfok. Yeah, and you actually just grabbed one of the rarer green trees in this shipment. There's only 2 of these. This was a red neonate Arfok. So this is a very, very sought after locality, and people are really gonna like this when I get it. And if you guys can see, guys, there's a little mite right there. These animals will come in with mites. It's just kind of the name of the game. So this whole room is gonna have to be treated, and all these animals are gonna be treated. Within 2 weeks, I'll have them wiped out, though.
Dude, look at the eyes.
Dude, this is such a cool
thing. No, you see the eyes?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's a nice looking snake. And actually, when I flew out to Indonesia in June, I hand-picked this one.
Yeah, so Ryan is very committed. I mean, he is so committed. He actually went all the way over across seas into Indonesia just to pick out some of these animals.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys saw baby Arfok. Now you're going to see, this is like a sub-adult, right? So this
it's almost
even...
adult, yeah.
Oh,
look at that
gosh.
animal. That female is going to make some people very, very happy, and some people very jealous here, because these don't come in very
Zoom
often.
in on the blues. Look at that. Look at that blue patch right there on his tail.
If you look at the dorsal stripe of a yellow, see how there's no like real continuity to it? It's not symmetrical. They're kind of like these, they're off a bit. On the reds, they're like perfectly like zigzag down the whole back, whereas these will have different spacing, and it just is a whole different pattern. It takes a little bit to get to know what it looks like, but once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Now, this is a good representation of that red-orange color those guys can get before they become adults. So we got that right there.
Bro, I got 3 red Arfoks. I was not expecting that.
Okay, that one's a lot nicer. Look at the diamond saddles. It's like a salt.
Dude, I only picked out 2, and I was... Usually they don't sell... Oh my god, this one I might keep.
That's what I just said. Like, you just get stuff you don't even know in here. Like, that's so crazy. You have to keep that one.
Yeah, like...
The pattern on it, crazy.
Dude. Like, usually they don't send you nicer things. They send... If they fill a box, they send slightly, like... They would send more Maniquaris or maybe some stuff like that, but to get another Arfok, a red Arfok... Incredible.
I think they really like it. And if you guys want to see this snake bite Ryan, comment down below. This is a huge shipment. So what does a shipment like this cost, Ryan? How much money goes into a shipment like this?
A lot. All my money. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Matter of fact, I do this for free. This is a charity. Tens of thousands of dollars go into each shipment. Shipments will get closer to like that $50,000, $100,000 cost point.
All right, guys. Now we're jumping up towards the adults. So this right here is a sarong, correct?
That's a sarong, and this is a really nice high white Aru.
Oh, yeah. That's fire.
So these are animals I did handpick when I was over there. I went through about 75 adult animals, and I picked these because they were the nicest. I picked this sarong because of all the blue she's got on her dorsal stripe, and then obviously I picked this Aru because it's
all that white.
All the white. That's exactly what you want out of an Aru.
And do these sarongs usually have the white on them too?
They can, but that's a beautiful example.
And people don't know how large the teeth on these guys are. We're gonna put a photo right here and show you guys. Look how big those teeth are. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, you get bit in the face. It's a bad day.
Guys, Spencer just pointed out something really cool. Look at the blues right before the belly meets the side of the sandal. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is just the coolest thing ever.
All right, guys. Now in the green tree python world, blue is like the color you're going for. Like that's what people want. And look at this thing.
No way, dude.
Difference.
Yeah.
Just the blue on the body.
It's like a galaxy color. I mean,
yeah.
Look at that.
And this is an adult female, so...
Alright guys, we're all done with the green tree pythons. Now we're moving into some more high-end but miscellaneous snakes. So this right here is some kind of crazy rat snake. And then, I think the ticket item, the most high-dollar snake in this box, is right there. Why don't you go ahead and pull that snake out, Ryan?
Which I was not expecting. I was expecting a baby, so...
This is cool too, dude.
Looks
like he's gonna bite me in my face.
It might, dude. I have no idea.
Please don't bite me in my face. Oh, he's hissing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Good previews.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him out. I'm gonna pull him out.
Get him out.
It's not a better snake.
Oh, he's not bad.
He's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Look at the black tail on this guy. And this is, hold on, Caleb's rat snake? Wow.
Goyin Soma Jensenite. They can come in jet black too.
Look at that. He's hissing a little bit, but he's not bad. Beautiful. Looks like almost like a Taiwan beauty snake, right?
Yeah.
Hurry up and open that.
No, dude. No. Dude, I was not expecting to see this. Jeez.
Man, oh man. Bolin's python.
Yeah.
So these snakes are a super high-end snake, but they're known for their rainbow iridescence.
Wow, I see it.
I don't know if you guys can see, but it literally has like an oil sheen to the skin of the snake. And this is a really big Bolin's python. So the bigger they get, the more money they're worth. So if you look at the belly, you're gonna see those big white scales. If you look on the side, you're gonna see yellow. If you look at the back, you're gonna see black and a rainbow sheen. And they also are, this snake feels really good, right?
Dude,
like
cool.
I don't know how, but they feel really, really good.
It's probably 6 foot Bolins. I was expecting baby Bolins, guys. I was not expecting this. And this one, I've gotten pictures before from them. I think this is the lowland locality, so these can actually deal with more heat, and these are actually way rarer. So I was not expecting for this to come in on the shipment.
But this is such a smooth scaled snake. I mean, the scales on this guy are so smooth.
Yeah, let's see if you're gonna get bit by a Bolins.
Let's see.
I think it might bite you.
I don't want to get bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get new cages, guys, but for the night, you guys will be fine.
And also, when you're talking about visual cages and racks, for snakes that just came in, that just got imported, racks are much better. They feel more at home, more safe, and more secure in a dark black rack, rather than being up in your face in a vision cage. Now this right here, I don't know what it is. What does it say? Macalot's python?
Yeah.
Macalot's python. And this, you can see this tape. This was inspected by U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So not just Florida Fish and Wildlife, the United States Fish and Wildlife. They deal with most, if not all, of the importing of reptiles. So you can see once they put that tape on there, that means U.S. Fish and Wildlife has came, they've opened the box, they've opened the bags, and they've actually inspected the animals in here. Because some guys, they'll label stuff, they'll label the boxes, they'll put on the paperwork that this animal's coming in, but they'll import an illegal animal. So that's just part of the process. This is how Fish and Wildlife make sure that no illegal animals are coming into the country. This box was checked and cleared, so nothing's wrong. We didn't get any illegal animals in here, but we did get some beautiful animals. Look at that, another beautiful Bolin's python.
So this is an adult male, the other one is an adult female, and these are probably breeders. So
looks like a little olive python or something.
Yeah.
This also has a rainbow sheen to it too. If you look, got that oil slick sheen. Super long face. Look at the long nose on that guy.
that almost does look like an olive python.
Gray head, gray eyes. Man, that's a beautiful snake. I love green tree pythons, but something I would rather unbox is just random species of snake that I've never seen before. Now, that's so cool to me. Just this random stuff. That's why I love unboxing.
No, that's a Macalot's python.
And that's part of the reason I like going to different countries is seeing new species of snake just like this.
I don't really know much about them. They're pretty cool. They change colors. People like them. Here you go. They're in the shipment, so if you want a Macalot's, go ahead and grab one.
And that was a small Macalot's python, but this is a much, much bigger one. Look at that. Wow, these guys are beautiful. And these guys really do look like olive pythons. I mean, look at that snake.
Well, we're about to see an actual olive python.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different snake.
Very similar, but you can clearly tell the difference.
Look at the, he's like, what do we want to do? So this is a Papuan olive python, not the Australian one. These are really rare here in the U.S. And he's just chilling, trying to take in what's going on.
People don't know, but olive pythons get huge, right? They get like 12 feet long.
Yeah, these ones are slightly smaller though. The Australians are the large ones.
These are really cool too. I wouldn't mind having some of these in my collection.
Yeah.
I love gray snakes. Oh yeah, you can clearly see that nice olive tone to the skin. And that's how they get the name olive python, is from that tone on their skin.
Dude, you gotta hold this snake.
Oh, it feels so good. Here, trade. These are a lot of snakes that you guys will not see every day. So this is a super special unboxing video. There we go. Another beautiful olive python. This one's actually a little bit cleaner and probably a tad bit bigger.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Look at the gray on the belly.
Yeah, because what's that? They're
Super modern.
Apapora Papuana.
Hibby dibby babba boo.
Apapora. I actually saw those in Indo and I didn't even think I was gonna get any. But I like this slate silver head.
Oh my god. This might be the biggest snake in the shipment right here. This is a massive olive python and it has beautiful, beautiful colors. Now, I don't think Ryan wants to take this one out because he's scared.
Oh yeah.
But that's okay, I'm not.
Damn.
Look at the color.
Wow.
Oh, that guy, don't let me in the face, please.
And again, I was expecting baby, so that's why the caging is where it's at. So it looks like I need to go pick up some big cages. Honestly, I expected it to bite already. I don't know why.
That is so awesome.
Well, what do you say we get into some venomous now?
Enough with the non-venomous. We're going to jump in to some spitting cobras, some of the first morphs that have touched down the USA. We're going to unbox them today, and we're also going to jump into some king cobras. So without further ado, let's unbox that shipment. All right, guys, on to box number 2. First, we're going to start with the king cobras, our 8 king cobras. 6 of these are het leucistic, and 2 we don't even know. We don't know if they're Malaysians, Indos, Sumatrans. We don't know what locality they are. And then we have the spitting cobras and the king. Look at that. U.S. Fish and Wildlife opened a king cobra. No way. I always think, like, I just want to see them handle a king cobra when it comes flying out of that bag. And this is extremely dangerous. All these guys can bite you straight through the bag. I mean, it's so easy. These bags, there's no protective film or cloth that's covering these bags. So if you grab one the wrong way, these snakes will turn around, bite you, and envenomate you, and then we're not going to be unboxing, we're going to be heading straight to the hospital.
Oh, look out, look out.
I'm ready.
I got him that time.
So Ryan's going to go ahead, he's going to take out the first king cobra. He's got the long hook, I got the short one, but I have the door behind me. So if I need to get out of here quick, me and the cameraman Spencer are going right out to the right. Ryan's going to be stuck jumping, climbing on racks, but hopefully these king cobras aren't too bad. Now, do we know if this is a Lucy or?
This is going to be a het leucistic king cobra.
In a bag, inside of the bag, which is still dangerous, but man, look at that snake. So the het Lucy king cobras have beautiful, beautiful heads on them. That's really how you can tell they're a het Lucy. So they have a super dark brown, almost black back, but the het Lucies have that crazy, beautiful light head. And that's a telltale sign that this animal is het leucistic.
And what I might do with these is I'm thinking about selling them, guys. So if you want a het Lucy, hit me up. But they are at that size too, to where I might just treat them for everything, get some big vision cages, and I might just breed them.
Yeah, it's like why would we even sell this if they're already breeding size? We just breed them and produce leucistics. So this animal right here is just about at breeding size. So if you were to buy this animal, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. But if you get a pair,
We'll breed this next season.
how crazy is that?
Yeah, this thing could probably even just breed now. This thing could breed now.
For sure. And we're working in a super small room, so
I mean, that's a 9-10 foot snake.
Yeah, that's huge. That's almost the size of Shatib. That's a
Yeah.
really big king cobra.
That thing's ready to breed.
What would something, try to give us like an estimated range on what something like this would be worth?
A pair would probably be 15 grand, 20 grand.
Yeah. And
Just because you can breed them right now.
And I was going to say, I think that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting 2 king cobras, breeder size, and you have the
Leucistic.
potential to make a snake that's worth, what, $50,000?
50 to 75 grand for a baby would be a leucistic. So
That is crazy.
yeah, probably around 20 grand. You come and use some cash, you want a pair. Yeah.
Either follow Ryan on Instagram or follow him on YouTube. We're going to drop his Instagram and his YouTube in the link below, so you guys can go ahead check him out. Here we have another king cobra, and as you can see on the bag, it says Java, so this is a Javan king cobra. Went to the bathroom, but we don't think this guy is het leucistic because it doesn't really have the telltale signs with light head, and it's acting a little crazy. So
It's also got the banding. The hets you won't see. You won't see this banding down the back. I was supposed to get baby hets, so I don't know. That's not a baby.
no, but that is really cool. That white speckling all over the back.
Now this one's gonna be a little different. So Spencer, this one might come out of the bag and just shoot. Might hood up. Might come
which
right
is
out.
why when I take them out, my back is going to be turned that way in case I just need to get a few feet. I can go backwards and I'm not cornered. Especially with a king cobra like this, it looks like she's got a little stuck eye cap on her too.
Now all Stone's trying to do is get her to look at the darkness in that tub, and she's gonna go there for safety.
Which is kind of tough because she's got a stuck eye cap.
There we go.
So she's really not seeing much. Now, king cobras really rely on vision. So you really want to rely on their vision to predict where they're going to go. You can use your foot. You can use the snake hook to kind of get them to pick up a motion. But when they have a stuck eye cap or if they're going in shed, they're just blindly striking and blindly going where they want. So I'm actually surprised that went very well. All right, so what are we looking at right here, Ryan, other than a crazy king cobra?
We're looking at a crazy king cobra, but this one's a nice gold color. I don't know if this is a wild caught animal. I'm gonna ask. It doesn't look like a wild caught animal. They're all supposed to be eating rodents too, so yeah, it looks healthy.
Which is the main objective when you get a king cobra, because it's really hard to acquire snakes that have died naturally to feed your king cobras. So what you really want is a king cobra that's eating rodents. It just makes it a lot easier on you.
And I already know this one's gonna be wiry in the bag and coming at me a bit. She's giving me a few charges, so this will be an interesting one. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna let her go that way. I'm gonna let her attack you guys so that way I'm safe and I'm gonna...
Yep, I'll sacrifice my foot. Woo-wee. You can see Ryan.
This one's super gold.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at her opening her mouth. Typical King Cobra hiss and charge. Now we got to make sure we give Ryan his room, because if he wants to back out where we're at, we got to go right out the door.
Now she's rolling on me.
Rolling, she's hissing.
I'm gonna grab her. Alright, I'm just gonna shower up. I'm putting her in the tub.
Gotcha. Yep, smart move. Put that thing away.
Yeah.
But man, that's a nice job in there. Ugh. Good job, Ryan. On the bottom, we got 5 more King Cobras. Once again, risking our lives just to bring you guys the best content on YouTube. All right, guys, now we have another het leucistic. This one looks to be a little girl, Ryan says. He's a lot better with sexing snakes than I am. Actually, more comfortable.
There you go. There you go. Grab its tail.
Nice little King Cobra.
Yeah. She's in shed. Her eyes are all glossed over. Or she just had eye caps. I'll get that off.
Not easy handling these King Cobras in this small room, but it definitely makes it more fun. All right, guys, here we go. One more het, and this is a pretty big one. These hets are captive, so they're a little bit more laid back than those regular Jobbins. And you can see she's deep in shed. That's why she's not reacting much to me moving. But nonetheless, a beautiful King Cobra. Yeah, if you know King Cobras, you know King Cobras poop a ton. And as you can see in the bag, oh, nice.
I was trying to avoid
That one just got all over the wall. Painted your walls for you. Nice.
It's a rental.
Yeah, I mean, I've been mussed on. I got mites. So this one might have whatever. Yeah, this is by far the biggest King Cobra. Might be the biggest one we're going to unbox today. So this is going to be super interesting. Ryan thinks that this one is going to shoot out. That's why my back is torn towards you guys again. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to get this big girl out. I actually like handling the big ones. That's what she said.
That's the size of my
Oh, it's about to shit.
calf.
That's a big hat.
Look at this. I think it's hurt my arm. I think it's huge. We don't want her to come out though, so. Close this. Get in there, get in there, get in there. So to give you guys a little bit more context on these Het Lucy King Cobras, so the only gentleman who has ever produced them, am I correct, is the guy who is sending us them now. So if you want a Het Lucy King Cobra, this is your only chance to get them. This is the only source that they come from. So right now is basically your only chance if you want to produce leucistic King Cobras. And this is a little bit smaller one.
Yeah, you see it roll on me? One thing Kings will do too is they'll roll. See how it's twisting in my hand, trying to get out of my grip.
Basically like an alligator death roll. I really like that one that was hooding up and coming at us.
Yeah,
That one's kind of nice.
nice healthy King Cobras.
The world's longest venomous snake right here, the King Cobra. Now, there's a couple different localities of King Cobra. You have the Javan, you have the Malaysian, you have a Sumatran King Cobra. So there's a bunch of different kinds.
Philippine, Indian, Chinese.
The Chinese King Cobras are one of the most beautiful ones with the bands, but every King Cobra is different in their own way. Some get bigger, some get smaller, some have bands like the Chinese King Cobra. The Malaysians have a lot of yellow on them. The Sumatrans have a red neck. I really do love all species of King Cobra, but I would say that these Javan King Cobras are one of the darkest King Cobras that get imported here. So look at this King Cobra. This is a really nice King Cobra right here. You can tell she just shedded. She's actually got some shed stuck on the first third of her body. But if you look on her second and last third, she's got some really nice colors on her. So she's definitely going to need another soak to get that skin off, or maybe we can throw a rock in with her and she can get it off herself. But we'll probably need to soak her, pin her, and pull that shed off.
Yeah, that'll be next video. Maybe come over, we'll soak all this stuff, and we'll take all the sheds.
And you can see what Ryan's doing is he's standing on that snake hook. So he's basically putting the snake hook down. That way that snake can't shoot underneath it and bite his hand. But he still has to be careful because you can see her coming up. She can still bite him right through that bag, even though he's got that hook down.
And I don't have boots on like you have. These are cloth.
Specifically wore boots because I knew we were dealing with King Cobras, and jeans. So sometimes you'll get lucky if a King Cobra strikes at your legs. they'll bite just the end of your jeans. So that's why I wear jeans as well. Ooh, that's one. That is a big king cobra. I don't know if that's the biggest. It's probably, yeah, I think it's definitely the thickest one and the nicest. Look at Ryan next to that king cobra. King cobra is probably double the length. He is tall. You just had to touch him, didn't you? All right, guys, now for the spitting cobras. We have 5 spitting cobras that are morphs that are very, very rare here in the United States. Ryan is over there with his inhaler because you guys know he is allergic to snake venom. So if this venom gets in the air, we were told that these guys don't spit much, but if that venom does get in the air, Ryan's throat is going to swell and he is going to need to hit that inhaler. Now, hey, take it easy on that sucker. So these morphs are off the chain. One thing I will say about spitting cobras is I don't like them. So I had some spitting cobras. I had some wrinkles. I had some black and white spitting cobras. And I ended up selling them because I didn't want to build an allergic reaction to the venom. Because what happens is they'll spit, that venom will crystallize, it'll aromatize, and it will get into the air. You'll breathe it in. And eventually, over time, you'll end up developing an allergic reaction. But one thing I will say about spitting cobras is they are some of the most beautiful snakes in the entire world. Naja pallida, the red spitter, the black and white spitters, the golden spitters, these guys right here, they're some of the most beautiful snakes, and I wish that they didn't spit venom. So we're gonna pray and hope to God that these guys aren't gonna spit on me and in my eyes, because, well, I don't wanna become allergic, and I don't want Ryan's throat to swell shut. Doesn't seem too bad. I mean, he's not even really hooding up too much, so we're just gonna...
And like I said, these ones, they say they don't spit. Let's hope that they were telling the truth. But look at that. That's like a white side piebald kind of thing.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Serranos, but...
And it's not even hooding. So one thing too, guys, is when they start hooding is when they start spitting.
Yeah.
So if you can keep it calm, you're good. That's super cool. It's like lavender pied.
Yeah, right? It really is like a lavender. It's almost like a deep, deep purple.
And a lot of these, I don't even know which ones have been, if any have been brought into the States before. This might be a new thing.
Yeah, because I've seen the really white, like leucistic ones, and a lot of yellow ones, but I haven't seen ones this color. You see me just doing that little shake when they come back on your hand. You give them a little shake, it'll toss it back down. But
and that should have made it spit. So the fact that it didn't is a really good sign.
Right, 1 spitter down, 4 more to go. So a lot of the snakes on this shipment have already been sold, but this is one of the species that is for sale. Now, like I said, these are morphs that have not ever been in the United States. They just touched down. So if you guys grab one of these spitting cobras, you'll be the first person in America with these morphs. Now, this guy right here has a lot more whites than that last spitting cobra, and he's also the biggest. So this would be a super nice spitting cobra to grab. And I'll tell you what, that last guy wasn't bad. And if they're all just like that, these guys are awesome. So you don't really have to worry about them spitting all over you and developing an allergic reaction if they act like that one previously. But this is a really beautiful cobra. I cannot wait to get this guy out. And this snake, we haven't really developed a price yet, but it could be somewhere around a couple $1,000s, which in my mind is a really good deal for a beautiful snake like this, especially if it's world's first or the first one in America. You could breed these, and man, you can make a ton of money selling these snakes. Yeah, he's not that big, so I'm gonna transfer over to the small hook. Wow, look at the speckling going down this guy. That is so cool.
And they are really calm.
Yeah, they're really, I mean, dude, this isn't even bad. I can't even get this guy to spit or hood up. It's not like we're being super chill and they're not spitting right now. These guys, they didn't lie. They really don't spit. Super cool cobra. I can't wait to see who gets this guy, right? They're gonna be lucky. This looks like one of, if not the smallest spitting cobra in this batch. And they're almost like a form of leucistic, because if you look at the eyes on these guys, they're actually a solid black. They're kind of like those doll's eyes we were talking about in our last import video. So, super cool snake. But the cool thing about these snakes, come in close, Spencer, is these snakes right here, let's say you get 2 small ones that don't look like much and you breed them, you never know what could come out. So this is all pretty much the same morph. So if you were to breed this one with the one we just saw, just get some crazy morphs to come out. You could get some great speckling, you might get a white one to come out. We heard there's a nice orange one in this shipment. So it seems like this morph has a lot of variability in it. All right, guys, here we go. Now this morph is a little bit nicer. So we were told there were some orange ones in here, and look at that. This guy's got like a coastal taipan color. And just like I said, how variable this morph is. Look at the orange. I mean, man, I don't know what I like better. These super peach orange ones or that speckled white one. But this definitely is a really cool cobra. As you can see, not hooding up, not spitting. All he wants to do is get away. There he goes, back in the bag. He wants to go back to Indonesia. How crazy is that? So the locality of spitter this is a Javan spitting cobra. So typically when you find these guys in the wild, they're gonna be a super dark brown, almost a black spitting cobra. So to get them in a morph like this is absolutely insane. One more spitting cobra left to go. Let's get this guy out. This right here is our last spitting cobra. Oh, it looks like he's shedding, so his colors are probably a lot nicer than they are right now. But this one is just a really deep lavender one with a little bit of dark orange. Oh, it does have white sides. So you just never know. I mean, this could be white-sided, a form of leucistic, a form of lavender. I don't think a lot of people have worked with these morphs. So there's a lot that is misunderstood about these spitting cobras. Whew.
Shipment's done.
That right there is how you unbox 8 king cobras along with a ton of other venomous and non-venomous snakes. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you liked today's video, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe to Ryan, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.